Hello friends, hope you are having a great weekend. Today we are going to do a pre-market analysis on gold. Also, we are going to do a top-down analysis on gold. Before going to the session, I recommend you watch the pre-market analysis which was done on October 19, 2025. On October 19, we shared you different setups where gold would be traveling. And one setup was gold would tap on the supply zone in between 4275 to 4379, and gold would be falling to the support zone or the demand zone of 4090 to 3943. As you can see, this was the last Sunday's video which we have done, and today is Sunday, October 26th, and let's see what happened in the last 1 week. Same chart, let's see what happened. Market tapped on this area, came down to the area in between 4090 to 3943, same as mentioned in this video. Now, when it reached the area of 4090, me in my premium group, we already mentioned that, you can see this was the area. So we already mentioned that do not overtrade in this area or get fooled. The institutions will bring a huge buy candle in the supply zone and they might start selling from the supply zone. Trade safe, manage your risks. Second, again I confirmed this by saying be careful, and I told exit order extra trades which is running in profits right now, only risk 1/4 of your total capital. I already informed my community and my students that gold is going to fall, and from there what happened is gold fell like anything. Now there was some tiny supports, as you can see when we were doing the analysis on the last week. There were some tiny supports in the 4 hours time frame which was at 4271 and on, but fortunately or unfortunately that has broken and it led to a great fall off around 3500 pips or more. Like 4090, it was after 2013 or before 10 years something like this has happened, or maybe after that, I don't know, but still what I understood in my analysis is that this is a huge fall after a very long time, and this is a very healthy correction according to me, because gold, when it is like traveling like anything or it is rising like anything for the past weeks or months, I would say, you can see it's a great rally for the gold. So when it is rallying up like this, there should be always a good correction so that traders can trade confidently. This correction is very healthy, I would say. Now after this, after tapping on the zone of 4090.56, I told that market would be rising slightly and it might reach at 4275 range. Let's see. I have already mentioned in this video itself that there are chances that it would reach here. Now let's see what happened. Gold, after tapping on this area of 4090, it has been accumulating, and next we will be checking what gold is going to do in the coming days or the coming weeks. Before that, let me do a top-down analysis so that you can understand it in a better way. Let me remove all the drawings right now. We'll go to the weekly time frame. In the weekly time frame, we can see that here there is a good support. As I mentioned, it is in the weekly time frame. It can come here, it cannot come here. We cannot say anything, my dear friends. What I'm telling you is that here there is a huge support, so that you can keep an eye on this range in the higher time frame. So I'll mark this range in between 3603, 3503. Let me mark it out. This is actually 3433. This is in the weekly time frame. When you jump into the daily time frame, you can see that for gold, this would be an inducement range. This would be an inducement range. People who doesn't know, the viewers who doesn't know inducement, just listen, you will understand it later. My students or our community members know what is an inducement. After this inducement range, if the gold is coming down like this, if it is coming down like this, there is a good support In between, let me mark it out. In between, let's take from this zone. In between 3933.24 to 3819.99. So this is a great support for the gold in the daily time frame. So I have marked you the weekly time frame. I have marked you the daily time frame. If the market is coming up like this, then we can expect for a buy in the daily time frame. Okay, in the daily time frame we can expect a buy. If the market is, I repeat, if the market is coming below 3946 range. So this is the daily time frame. And while checking into the 4 hours time frame, let's see that we can see that gold is in a buying order flow in the 4 hours time frame. Also, if we actually filter the order block, you can see a fair value gap here. The order block, you can see that gold has tapped on our order block perfectly and it is reacting. But when I told you last week, I completely gave this order flow to you. The reason why I give completely this order flow is because sometimes order flow will work more than the fair value gap and the order block. Now, the market has tapped here. So what is going to happen next? Will gold be rising again, or will it be falling? Let's see. Before that, let me mark this range again. I think this order flow range would be better. Okay, or else if you watch the previous week's video, you will get confused again. So what is going to happen next? While checking, I understood that this area, the area in between like 4185.32 to 4221. I'll give it as a red range, which is a supply zone, tiny supply zone. I wouldn't say it's a great supply zone. I would say it's a tiny supply zone. Okay, it's a tiny supply zone in between this range, where gold, chances that gold can tap and reject from this range. That are chances. Okay, that are the chances that I would like to tell you. Now, the main supply zone would be from here. If you see, this is a Fibonacci range of gold, and here you can see an order block plus a fair value gap. So we can take this fully. So this will act as a rejection zone. It will act as a rejection zone. So if you ask me precisely, I would say that would be the ranges from maybe here 4272 to 4378.41. But still, I prefer to mark this entire area so that you can be very careful. For you to understand, I'll mark the precise area as well from here, which is 4273. This is also a rejection area. This is the main rejection area, I would say. This is also main rejection area. So I would mark, I'd give some other colors here. Let me give some other colors. Let's give, that's the same color. 1 minute. Let's give white. Okay. So this order flow is including the fib range, the fair value gap and the order block. So what will happen next? So the next chances are gold would take some support from this area. It is actually taking support. Okay, it is actually taking some support. So maybe it might go from here, take a small rejection. Then again it might go back to the range of 4246 range or above. We can't say, and there are chances that market will fall to the downside. We can't say till where, but there are chances that market would heavily fall from this area in between 4239 to 4378 range. This is what I can tell you right now. And after coming down from this area, if the market is not getting proper demand or support from the area between 4059 to 0.70 to 3945.46. If there is heavy news which will affect gold, there are always chances that it would come to a daily support of 3933 to 3819. This is a single chance, I would say. On the other hand, there are chances that market would stay in a maybe accumulation zone. Maybe it can go up, it can cross this line. If there is any good news for gold, it can cross this line, take support. If the range in between 4,239 to 4,378 is acting as a huge support, then that would be a great pump for the gold. But we cannot say what is going to happen. We are nobody to predict the market. Whatever we tell you or whatever I tell you is just the probabilities or my personal analysis. So my dear friends, I have given you my analysis for this week. My strongest opinion is that, or my belief is that, or according to my analysis, what I feel that market can go up to minimum to 4,245 range, and then maybe, I don't know, it can fall, it can go up. So rest is your decision, my dear friends. Take proper decisions. Sometimes it is better to stay out of the market always. For example, imagine you are having a fight with your wife, and maybe if you both are keeping on shouting, there is no use. One should keep quiet. For example, if your wife is shouting at you, just simply keep quiet. After some time, you both will be happy, you will say sorry, and you will be cuddling each other. That is how the market also works. Simply stay out of the market when the market is in an all-time high range or in a great fall. There is no need to capture the market every day, my dear friends. There is no need to capture market every day. Even if you take 10% a month, that's a huge profit. If you deposit 1 lakh rupees or $1,000 in your bank account, yearly you will only get 6%. Here you have an opportunity. With our strategy, you can make up to 30 or 40% in a month. And when there is an opportunity like that, why you need to chase the market daily? Keep quiet. Enjoy your time with your family. And when the gold is in a support zone, trade confidently by managing your risk. This is what I have to tell you. Now, looking into the news of upcoming week, you can see on Monday, October 27, new home sales, CB consumer confidence. This news can affect gold. Maybe it cannot affect gold. We can't say, but be careful while trading in these zones. Also, on Wednesday, we have FOMC press conference. Fed interest rate decision, very important, my dear friends. Be very careful on October 29. October 30, there is no much news, but still be careful. Friday, there is core PCE, CPI for Euro, that doesn't matter. Chicago PMI, okay. You should be very careful on Wednesday and Friday, my dear friends, okay. So this is all for this week. See this video again and again to understand these zones. Mark these zones in your trading view. Keep it so that you can understand how market works. So thank you so much, guys, and all the best.